Hey, so I'm Michael duPont. Who here has heard of the Pebble before? Okay, so if you haven't, a lot of people. The Pebble is one of the smartwatches. It was actually one of the original smartwatches before the term smartwatch was really a thing that we used. That weren't little calculators on your wrist. Uh, it's since grown and has really influenced some of the other smartwatches that have come out from the larger companies since. I'm just here to talk to you about developing for it. Who here has ever developed in C? So it's about a quarter, maybe a little bit less. Who here has developed in JavaScript? That's a bit more. So, fun thing, you can any code that runs natively on the watch is in C, and any code that runs natively on the phone is written in JavaScript. And while it's nice and complicated a little bit between the connections, there's one real easy way that you can just make applications in JavaScript. And if you are familiar with all of the frameworks, like we all know React is good, and all the other JavaScript frameworks, you don't have to worry about any of those, because whenever you create a JavaScript application, you use the UI that you have to use for the watch, but everything else is pure JavaScript. There's no funny libraries, and anything else that you want to include, you just include in a separate file, and you only use what you need. So I have a couple of projects, but I'm going to bring up one called Pinks links, Pebble. So it is a single file, and it's only 228 lines long, but this is an all-in-one JavaScript-based application that runs on the Pebble. It does screen scraping from the links web interface. And one of the nice things, this was made by someone that eventually got hired by Pebble. Okay. So one of the nice things about Pebble is that you do not have to actually own the hardware to program for it. They have a great set of emulators that once you create your application, or even if you just go look at any of the demos that they have, you can load it up into CloudPebble, cloudpebble.net. Once it's compiled, you can just go ahead and run it on the emulator. And let me get this a little bit bigger. We all love herding cats. There we go. So an emulator instances run, it's authenticating account. Yeah, always it's over Wi-Fi here, so.
Yeah, that could be a fun little issue.
Let's see. There we go. I'm just going to do over LTE. T-Mobile, 3 months of unlimited data so it's perfect.
They just suck everywhere. It's never a tech
Nope.
meetup without technical issues.
Nope, it's never a live demo without technical issues either.
Just technical issues in general.
Yep.
Really display issues.
Well, no tech demo is good without a backup. So here's the fun thing. This is just in the store page. You provide screenshots like you would in any other application. So what I have, you create a new route, brings up the different lines. Imagine another screen here that says which street address are you at, and then which connecting street addresses, and then where do you want to go to on that line. And then it will say, oh, so there's bus 136 that is going to, that is heading towards Orange Avenue, and it will be here in 10 minutes, and the one after that will be here in 20 minutes. you can go in and favorite it, you can go in and refresh, and that all gets stored so that next time you load it up, you can actually just go straight to wherever your favorite location is. But here's the fun thing. Remember, this is a very basic application. It's all JavaScript. It's only 128 lines. It took me less than 5 hours to make this, and then another 3. It took me almost as long to actually figure out how to get the screenshots and the don't make it easy, and getting it on the store. And I have an application. It's a rather small market, obviously, Orlando, but I had a Pebble application in less than a day. It's perfect.
Time's up.
Introduce the whole giveaway really quickly.
Okay, and so as you've heard, we have a couple of giveaways. And one of the nice things about the Orlando Pebble meetup is that we are officially sponsored. And so we actually have a Pebble Steel to give away. And I do ask that if you win it and you don't actually want to develop on the Pebble, to say, nah, let someone else get it.